Have you ever heard of an anti-money glitch? Well, that's what this basically is. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to spend money to get the car meet reputation that you want. At the moment, this can be done solo and it can be done on all of the consoles and even PC. And if you were someone who was annoyed that you had to grind endlessly or put a rubber band around your controller to gain the car meet reputation, well then, this might be the video for you. This, like I said, just allows you to spend money to rank it up rather than spending time. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into what this glitch is all about. Now, at the moment, it is still working. I don't know if Rockstar is going to patch this. I'm going to be honest. I mean, like, of course, it's a glitch, kind of a big one, but it's an anti-money glitch. We're all losing money from this. So maybe Rockstar actually allows this to happen because it does allow people to spend an absurd amount of money if they want to gain the levels in the car meet. It almost turns it into the arena reputation system. In the arena reputation system, you have the option of purchasing stuff for an absurd amount of money. That's kind of what we're doing here. But if Rockstar do patch it, hopefully it's not super soon. Hopefully it's like next week or something. So definitely get this in while you can. Definitely at least get to level 100 to get all of the rims unlocked and to get most of the, or actually all of the vehicle trade prices. If you want to go higher than that, then be my guest, but you can go up to rank 1,000. That's going to take a very long time. Now, there are some quirks regarding whatever platform you're on. It's easiest apparently on the PS4 and Xbox One because those are slower systems. Also, I guess if your computer is a little slower, it's not like a high-end computer, it might work a lot easier. If you're on the new consoles, the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, there are ways to get it to work. I'll touch on that at the end of this video. And if you're on PC, I mean, I'm going to show you guys on PC, if you have a high-end PC, there are some things you need to do to get this to work properly. Apart from that, though, the one thing everyone needs to do to get this glitch to work is own an MOC with the personal vehicle storage in the back. And then you're, of course, going to need a vehicle inside of that personal vehicle storage. So that's the first thing. That's really the only thing that everyone needs to do. Now, quick sidebar, if you're on PC, I'm going to show you guys, you're going to want to set your FPS to 20 or 15 if you can go that low. The way I did this, and you're sort of seeing it here, I have an NVIDIA 3090, so if you right click on your desktop, you can bring up the NVIDIA control panel, click on the manage 3D settings. Then we're going to go into the program settings, and then we're going to basically add GTA 5. So basically go through the folders until you find the GTA 5.exe, wherever you have it installed. Simply add it, and then we're going to scroll down until we find the max FPS setting, and we're going to set that to 20. Now, of course, after this is all done, you're going to want to go back, set that to off, so you don't play this game at 20 FPS, but set it to 20, and then actually restart your game if you already had it started, because it doesn't take place right then. I believe you can also do this with certain other programs. I think the MSI Afterburner I've seen can actually let you go down to 15 FPS. That could be even better. But the reason we're doing this is to sort of emulate console. I know that sounds harsh, but we are doing this because normal loading times on PC are insanely fast, and this glitch takes advantage of slower loading times. So that's why we are limiting this to 20 FPS. So unfortunately, the gameplay you're going to see is recorded at 20 FPS. That's why it looks pretty bad. That's why it looks super choppy, but we're just going to have to deal with that because that is what allows us to play or to get the reputation to be able to be purchased. So we're back in GTA at 20 FPS. If you're on console or the PS4 or Xbox One, you shouldn't need you can't do any of that. Simply start by calling in your MOC. Then make sure, of course, your personal vehicle is inside the MOC, and then drive the MOC over to the car meet. Now, honestly, this might be the hardest part of the entire thing. You have to line up your MOC basically with the garage door of the car meet. We're going to want those two blue circles almost touching. Get them as close as you possibly can. And if you're not a truck driver like me, it's going to take you a minute or two because you're just going to get frustrated. You're constantly doing the wrong angles. You're turning the car the wrong way. You're hitting It's, look, just get it as close as you possibly can. And good luck trying to do that. Hopefully you guys are better than me at this game. So we got it kind of close. And this is where the tricky part comes in. This is where the timing of it all comes in. And this is what you might have to do a couple of times depending on your luck. We're going to start by going to the interaction menu, going to services, going to MOC, and then requesting our personal vehicle from the MOC. We're going to wait for that to spawn. It should spawn, you know, right down the street. And then we're going to slowly take this vehicle towards those two blue circles. And what we're going to do is we're going to slowly drive it. And as soon as we see the black loading screen to go into the car meet, we're going to spam right on the D-pad to try and glitch this all out, because we're going to try and glitch it basically into the MOC. And on this first try, you can see, well, nothing happened because we got put inside of the car meet and everything is normal. So this is going to take you a couple of tries, especially if you're on PC or even the newer consoles, because of those faster loading times. I did it again, and yet again, we ended up in the car meet. Everything was fine. Now, actually, one pro tip you can do if you are struggling with it, you can do what I did here. Actually pull up your phone, because when you pull up your phone, the blue dot for the car meet goes away, and then simply try and time it so where when you put your phone away, you hit the black screen and then you hit right on the D-pad, or E if you're on PC, to get this all glitch, or to get this glitch to work properly. So if you are struggling just driving into it normally, use the phone method so you're properly positioned at the right spot, and then put the phone away, wait maybe a half a second until you see that black loading screen, and then spam right on the D-pad. First try for me, as you can see, it didn't work. So it did take me a couple tries to get this. But I think finally here, we're going to see this is what happens when it works correctly. So we're going to do that same thing with the phone. We're going to hit the E or the right D-pad once we see that screen, the black screen. And when we get inside, this is what it looks like. You can see all the cars disappeared for a second. They pop back up and there's no NPCs. And that is how you know this has worked. If things in here look different, that's how you know it worked. And actually, I don't even know if my personal vehicle is even in here. So again, that's how we know it worked. And that's it. That's the majority of the glitch, because next is the easy part, and it's really the time consuming part. Go to the clothing rack, and what you'll notice is, well, you can actually purchase every single clothing item in the game. Yet, what's funny is all these clothing items give you reputation for the car meet. So this is where we're going to basically buy everything, and we're going to spend all of our money to get reputation. Now, a couple of notes here. Don't be an idiot like me and buy all these super expensive new clothing items, because the price doesn't actually matter as far as the amount of reputation you get. So what I would suggest is go through some of the older items. Like, you can buy hats, you can buy shoes, you can buy some of the older t-shirts and stuff that only cost a couple of $100 or $1,000. Like, they're super cheap. Some of them are even free, and they give you the same amount of reputation. It's kind of weird, but that's it. Like, you're just gonna go through all of these clothing items and purchase everything until you get the reputation level you want. I think I seen there was actually something else you could try if you don't want to spend, if you go through, purchase all these super inexpensive items, you can apparently buy a work jacket and then buy a crew emblem over and over again, which I think only costs like $9,000. So I don't know what that ends up costing you like in the long run, but it's a lot cheaper than buying some of these $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 outfits or jackets that Rockstar put in here. But as you're seeing, I mean, we're gaining reputation level steadily. Now, unfortunately for me, I think I ended up spending, because like I said, I wasn't paying attention. I ended up spending like, I don't know, $10 million on getting to level 110. But that's because I was just buying all these super expensive items and I was not paying attention. I didn't realize until like halfway through that I could get some of those older items that literally only cost $200, and it worked the same way. So don't be like me. Definitely buy the cheaper items. And I think if you do want to buy those cheaper items, I believe someone did the math, it only will end up costing you maybe slightly over $1 million to get to level 100 if you're like at level 20 or so. So it's not too bad, honestly. Getting or spending like $1 to $2 million to get all of the rims, to get all of the trade prices. Hell, it might even end up saving you some money with those trade prices if you end up purchasing the cars. So it's actually kind of cool that you can do this. Again, hopefully Rockstar don't patch this relatively soon, because we are spending money, and I guess that's what Rockstar want. They want us to spend money. But once you are done with this, then, well, you can simply go out. You can see I am now at 110, and then we're just going to walk outside, and that's it. We're good. We're good. If we want to redo this, I mean, you're going to have to go through all those steps again with the timing and everything, but yeah, that's it. We now have the option to purchase those tires, those rims that are level 100. We can get some of the other items. I believe actually I tried when you got to level 105 and even 110, you got, or what I gave me was a 10% discount to the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website, but it was only for 40 minutes or 48 minutes. So I guess you can get a discount, but it's only for 48 minutes. So I don't know. Rockstar, of course, have to limit you in some way to using or to save money, I guess. But that is the glitch. And yeah, hopefully this video helps you guys out. Now, like I said, if you're on Xbox One Series X or the PS5, this might be like PC, where it's slightly more complicated because your consoles just load a lot quicker. And there are a couple of things you can do to get around that if this isn't working for you, if the regular method isn't working for you. Number one, I mean, you can try and do whatever you can to make your game run slower, like maybe uninstall it off of the SSD and maybe put it on a super old hard drive. That could be an option. Like on PC, for instance, after a certain amount of time of me not getting it to work, in addition to the 20 FPS, I started actually rendering videos and stuff because I wanted my PC to basically run as slow as possible. And that's what you're going to have to do on the console. So figure out a way, you know, that you can do that maybe. There is a method, and I'll put it on the screen. This is what someone, you can see Jake said here. If you're on the new consoles and you're struggling, apparently there's a way with a Simian job glitch that should help out. So if you are struggling and it's not working, then probably try this, and hopefully it does work. So yeah, that is how we spend money to get reputation. Look, let's be honest. It's not GTA if we're not glitching the game. I mean, that's what GTA is. It's just glitching the game, breaking it, figuring out how to get around absurd stuff. Also, if you were wondering, I don't think Rockstar are going to ban anyone for this because, like I said, I mean, you're spending money, if anything. And what are they going to do? Reset your account? I mean, we already spent money. You know what I mean? I don't think they do that. I don't think they've ever done that really for glitches. It's really just been for modders and stuff. So I wouldn't be too worried. I mean, I guess if you do want to be 100% safe, then yeah, okay, don't do this. But then you're going to have to rely on the good old rubber band method to get you to level 100 or even higher if you want to do that. Personally, I did it. I got to level 100 because I'd rather spend the money than sit here with my computer on, heating up my room for night after night with my rubber band to get to level 100. I just want the new rims, man. I just want to make some cool stuff, some cool cars with the new rims, and I'm glad I did it. So you guys can make that decision if you want to, but hopefully this video helps you guys out, and hopefully this stays up for a long enough time so you guys can do it. I would definitely recommend doing this as soon as possible because we don't know if Rockstar is going to patch this. But yeah, if you want to get your reputation level up and you have extra money to spend, I would definitely do this. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, you know, let us know in the comments. Hopefully, maybe some other people can answer if they've figured out certain ways to do stuff on the consoles. With that being said, thank you guys. Please drop a video like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more GTA content. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.